Welcome back to the Real Kitchen for Real People. And by when I say for real people, I just mean that these are recipes that for people who really love to eat like our family and that really loves homemade cooking. So without further ado, I'm going to feature today skinless fried chicken. Now in every Sunday in our family, we always gather together and everybody bring a different dish. And we met at my mom's house and we ate and supped together at my mother's house. So this is one of the dishes that was always requested, is my skinless fried chicken. So first of all, of course, you want to wash your chicken and clean it. Clean all the skin off, the fat. And these are the pieces here that you can't hardly get the skin off. I love to cook my back, so if you don't want backs, then don't cook them. But I love the crunchy bones in them. But anyway, these are your how it looks. It'll be just skinless. See how that's skinless? Take all that off. And if you can take it off your wings, then go for it. But after you do, wash it really good and soak it in about a teaspoon of salt in your water. Soak it for about 30 minutes and then clean it, and then take it out and put it on the pan. And on the pan you want to use pepper, and then I lightly use this Creole seasoning because it is very potent. And so I just use lightly seasoned with that. And then I found this garlic and Himalayan pink salt seasoning. So I found this at Ross because they have different seasonings sometimes. But then you just add a little of that on there, or any of your garlic powders or anything. But I'm going to add a little of that on there. Just, little pinches across like that. And you do both sides of your chicken like this. So I'm just doing this one side because I've already got my other pieces ready. Okay, you set that aside. Then you take about 2 cups of all-purpose flour, put it in a bag. This is the way I do it. Now some people put it in a bowl and flour, but I always put mine in a bag. And then you take these and you close up your bag, and then you can just toss them around in your bag. In the meantime, you're going to have a skillet on top of the stove on medium-high, getting hot. And when you know that your skillet is hot, I'll go over here to the stove so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, you put your oil in there. It's like about halfway, looks like, your oil in your pan. You don't want it too much in there. But you turn it on medium-high to make sure that it gets hot enough. And then the way you test it is just take a little bit out of your sack, and if it sizzles like that, then your grease is hot enough. But to me, that needs to be a little bit hotter. And like I said, these Sunday dinners was every Sunday. We would go back and forth. My parents would come to our home, or we would go the next Sunday to their home. But we transferred dishes back and forth. And this is something that my children have always talk about. The times we laugh and talk around the table and everything, those were just so awesome. And you can look back. Memories are important. So be sure to develop your memories with your family, because that's all you really have after a while is your memories. And so right now I'm going to put the pieces in. And this is that skillet that I had did a product review earlier. The kitchen, you know, I'll put the link below so you can see the product. But this is a wonderful skillet to use, frying skillet. See how that's bubbling in there? And the worst thing to do is to try to fry chicken and your grease ain't hot enough. It's really a disaster to me. It takes it forever to get done. So you can have your fire up high when you put it in, and then as it cooks, then you can kind of adjust your fire depending on your type of stove. So I'm going to cook this until it's brown. I leave the top off until it's brown around the edges of each piece. And then I'll come back to you and we get ready to turn it over. I'll come back. Okay, now I'm back, and this chicken has been frying for about 12 to 15 minutes. And you can see where your fried chicken is brown around the edges. That's the indication of it's time to turn it over. So I'm going to turn this over. And then I'll put my top on as I turn this down to medium. I put my top on, and I don't have a top, as I said, for this size skillet, so I just use my pizza top for right now. So I'll just cover that up, or any top that you have that'll close it up. When you're turning your fire down, you know, to about medium, you can see where I have it on medium. So I'm going to let that fry until it's brown, and then you'll be able to take it out, and I'll come back when I get ready to take this out so you can see how it looks. Okay, I'm back after about 12 minutes and ready to take these pieces out. See how pretty and brown that is? Let it drain a little bit, and then you want to place them on a towel so they can drain. A paper towel. Okay? And kind of excuse the fan behind me because my stove automatically comes on fan when you're cooking. So I'm trying to talk loud so you can hear me. But you take your pieces out, like I said, and lay them on your paper towel to drain. And then after they drain a little bit, they'll be ready to serve for Sunday dinner. Let me show you. That is your final product of skinless fried chicken. All right. I'll talk to you later. Be sure to subscribe, comment, and like me, because I do like you. Love, love.